I decided to up my game. Sunkuli has said, shoot this man on side. I went to Mombasa, Sakina Mosque. And when they saw me getting into the mosque, what they said, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Then I was stunned. I said, I want to become a Muslim. And I became one. So, and my name was changed. And I became Ibrahim Ndura Waruinge.
When you joined the Muslim...
and I became Muslim, we started studying, we were taken to madrasa. Now it's training madrasa. We were taken to Lamu, somewhere in Lamu. Then we went, we were picked from there. JKIA. 3 hours we were in Libya.
Okay.
Yes. To the desert. Desert in the middle. There's no state house, no these things of state house. Desert in the tent. That is where Muhammad Gaddafi used to say. And we had a lot of discussion. He said he want to make Africa a united state of Africa. One currency, no boundaries, one president. Then make sure all Wazungus are removed from Africa. This one day, the government of Kenya really wanted to kill me. And I had no option. And I saw these people are going to kill me. And then the Minister of Internal Security was Sunkuli. And they issued an order, shoot Waruinge on sight. So they asked even the criminal, if you have a gun, shoot him. And then I remember we were in the house when the news came. We were preparing a meal in the evening. We were watching news on evening news. It was around 3 p.m. That's when we had the breaking news. Shoot Waruinge on sight because he is armed and dangerous. And I thought, where will I run to? I looked at my wife and she looked at me. No, the way like the wife will be looking at you like, so this man is worth 40 million. If I can I call the police? You see, everybody is looking at you, though they didn't have an evil mind. It is like they sympathized with me because they knew this time round I'm being gunned. And it is the Minister for Security said, if whoever that kills come for 40 million. So even a thief will come and and go to and claim better pesa. So everybody sympathized with me, but when I looked at them, I didn't see what they were saying. I saw it's like now they are doing calculation. Oh, so this guy can be 40 million. Okay, I'm going to call the police. So I lied to them, let me urinate. I went outside, I jumped over the gate, over the wall, perimeter wall, and disappeared.
How did you disappear?
Over the perimeter wall. I left everything in the house. Even my phone, I left it. I only took some like 300,000 and left. I went to Mombasa. That night, Mombasa Raha, Mombasa Liner, the bus is there. Mombasa straight. On reaching Mombasa, my mind started, these people are going to kill me. But before they kill me, I have to find somebody to defend me. I have to look for an organization that will defend me. And I looked and I looked and I looked. I thought this organization, nobody. And unfortunately, again, I didn't have my phone. So the numbers I would have used to call anybody to come and help me. That's what I'm telling you. Before you were born, God knew you. An enemy will never be able to torment you. An enemy will never be able to reach you. An enemy cannot do anything against you. If God is with you, don't commit suicide because of challenges. Don't even be despaired because of these challenges. Stop that. People are calling me that they want to join Illuminati. They want to join Freemason. And I told them, stop that. You're being stupid. There's a guy told, you're being stupid. Come to Jesus. In Jesus, you can get everything. And he changed, and I prayed to him. When I was under pressure that every system of the government was looking for me, I remember those are the days that they bought this Peugeot 504 station wagon. They were KAM 314V, KAM 315V, KAM 315V, KAM 316V. Those vehicles were bought because of me. When God decides to make you a mover of things, in whatever situation, you are looking at, though this man must die. Yes. But God has made him to make you move. The government went to the treasury, bought cars because of this man. Hallelujah.
And what was the cause?
Listen, to chase over me, to monitor my movements, to make sure I'm tamed wherever I am. And when I saw they have upped their game, I upped my game. It is always good to up your game. Just up that game. Don't, if you have a small shop, just up the game. You can have the small shop and do it better than others. Don't do this. No, most people, they paste copy. Because you have a shop, you're selling Royco, and you're selling sugar, or you're selling tea, or whatever you do. Do some, add value to whatever you are selling. Do something different. And God is going to bless you. God blesses the work of your hands, not the legs, the work of your hands. The legs are supposed, wherever you go, whichever country you go, with this leg, the Bible says, wherever you will go, take hold it, take it, possess that land. That is it. Now, the story is here. I'm trying to empower somebody. I'm trying to encourage somebody that use your brain. If the situation is so thick, don't go drinking. Don't smoke marijuana. Don't take drugs because it is stress is so much. Stress is so much. That is being stupid. Don't allow stress to take you to drugs, take you to alcoholism, take you to gays, take you to lesbianism, take you to Freemason because that you want money, you want to sell your mother. No, stop that stupid thing. I decided to up my game. Sunkuri has said, shoot this man on side. I went to Mombasa, Sakina Mosque. And Sakina Mosque in Mombasa. Iko Mombasa, Sakina Mosque. Yeah, it is the oldest and the most valued mosque there, where the radicalism is being radicals. Then I went there, I found Sheikh Dor, Mohammed Kubwa, all those guys, they were there, and I told them, they, of course they knew me from the newspapers. And when they saw me getting into the mosque, what they said, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Do you know sometimes it's like Christian, Hallelujah, Bwana siwe sana. They said Takbir, Mombasa, the entire Mombasa was Takbir, Allahu Akbar, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. Then I was stunned. I said I want to become a Muslim. And I became one. So, and my name was changed. And I became Ibrahim Ndura Waruinge.
So you became,
and it was the entire Mombasa became celebration from the Sakina Mosque.
And
my
the government knew now you were in Mombasa.
Yes, they knew, and they knew I've made a swift move. Better than them, because they thought now they are going to pin me. They even invited the criminals to gun me down. I said, you okay? You want to gun me down? I am going to show you I am better than you. I joined the Muslim. And then we made a declaration with the Muslim. Whoever touches Waruinge, anaguza Muslim. If you touch Waruinge, you are touching the entire Muslim in the whole world. And it became an issue of Muslim in the whole world.
Wow. So, when you joined the Muslim...
and they became Muslim, we started studying, we were taken to madrasa. Now it's training madrasa. We were taken to Lamu, somewhere in Lamu. And this Akina Mohammed Kubwa were there. These people, Osama bin Laden was there.
In Lamu?
Yes.
Osama bin Laden?
Yes, was those sides. Those people, these big people you see, you hear, they were there. You know, when you are big, you swim with the bigs. Yeah?
Big boys.
Big boys, you swim. It doesn't matter the situation you are in.
Okay.
You still swim with them. And that's why you tell you, when you find somebody is taking drug, is a huge person, and the drug is in drugs, is in bad things, is top class criminal, that man is not a bad person. It is the devil who is planning to destroy that person. Or the direction that I moved into direction that were taking me into the pit. When I joined the Muslim, I thought I'm trying to defend, I'm trying to fight the government, to try to stop a bit the government from approaching me. So what I did is, yes, indeed, I succeeded, because God will always command your steps. I was able to stop them. I was able to make them not come closer to me, because every day they were coming closer. When the Muslim, Akina Sheikh Mohammed Dor, declared that whoever that will touch this man is touching Muslim, then the government started thinking again, this is a war that can turn chaotic in this country. Yet na mi nikaenda huko Lamu, we started classes. This the madrasa.
How long?
Just hold on. Today I'm the boss.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So while I'm being trained, connections started coming. I don't know how Muhammad Gaddafi knew that a team, a group has become Muslims, the people he would have wanted to work with. And a private jet was sent to Nairobi. Huh? A private jet, Bwana. When you are anointed, everything will work in your place.
So a private jet was sent to Nairobi. To
Nairobi, what? Presidential private jet from Nairobi to pick me and some other people. And some elders, Kikuyu elders. This guy who died, Embakasi Ranching guy, was the chairman of Embakasi Ranch. He's a gentleman, an old man. He was one of them, a few elders, and we, the youth. And we went to Libya. In the desert where he had a tent.
So, wait. So, walikuwa wamekuja kuwachukua. Didn't the government stop?
What would it stop?
From the jet landing? From you boarding?
A jet can land, and a jet can land in Kenya, provided you pay for the bills. And no, it was not written that this is Libya, it is a private jet.
Okay.
And the guests were not known. Then we went, we were picked from there. JKIA. 3 hours we were in Libya.
Okay.
Yes. To the desert. Desert in the middle. There's no state house, no these things of state house. Desert in the tent. That is where Muhammad Gaddafi used to say. And we had a lot of discussion. And one major discussion, which I'm wanted today to, that's why, I brought that all stories because of now where I'm going. That major story, and he said he want to make Africa a united state of Africa. One currency, no boundaries, one president. Then make sure all Wazungus are removed from Africa. Then we have a united state of Africa. Libya was then a very rich country. Libya, when you get married like you now, I know soon you are getting married. If you are in Libya, you get married, then the government will pay you for that marriage. Will give you a house, will pay you and take care of you until you get a job. Those days. Percentage, I will go to take a loan in bank. It is all banks were state-owned banks. You get a loan, you get a free interest loan. You go and work.
So you go take
the education was free. Everything was free. I liked Muhammad Gaddafi because of that. But now the other bad side of the story was when now you become a radical to fight for God because of a country of somebody. That is the only thing that we disagree. But he wanted to give us a contract. We were to be given about $500 million to come and make sure we build mosques all over central Kenya, all over western, eastern, all over where we have Christian dominated places. We do mosques all over. This one, I want to drive it back. Keep it somewhere, will remind me so that I cannot forget. Indians, they have an agenda. They have taken over. They have taken this country called what? UK. It is a long-term plan that one day we will take over UK. They have it now. The Indians. You know, when this lady who was supposed to become the queen, Princess Diana, she was killed by the royal family because of associating with an Indian when they were killed somewhere. Was it somewhere in France or somewhere in Dubai? She was killed there because of associating herself with the people who are not part of the royal family. But these people who are not part of the royal family, they have worked their way up. They have become the prime minister. Now there is this what called an Abuja Declaration. Abuja Declaration was well planned that one day they will make sure that Africa has become a one Muslim state. That is why when I became a Muslim, there was a lot of celebration. It is an agenda. It is allowed by everybody. If you want to have an agenda for this, like now, Freemason, they have an agenda. Muslims, they have an agenda. Christians, we have an agenda. So the agenda of the Muslim was to make sure that, that's what they call Abuja Declaration, to make sure everything becomes Islam. Now they said they are going to, their pilot project was to be Nigeria and Kenya. Now when we became a Muslim, they saw now their plan is going to work. And they knew now we have the right team to do the job. Fortunately enough, I pulled out of it, because when I went on, I discovered, oh, this is a bit dangerous for me. That you ufunge bomu at when you die because of God, because of 72 virgin girls, because of what. No, because this man is teaching you that you're going to die for God. You see, you are my teacher, Mboya. You are teaching me that once if I die, I'll get 72 girls, virgin.
Where?
In wherever, where you take you. Once you die, where you go, there will be 72 girls that you enter. Once you remove virginity, it comes back. So this thing will be forever virginity. Number 2, that there is a golden house there. Number 3, you'll be walking in the garden with God. Number 4, there are so many things, so many blah blah blah. So that is radicalism. That's a radicalism in Muslim. So we were being taught. That is what we were being taught. Then I asked this teacher, one of the teacher. I don't remember his name very well, but I asked him. I told him, teacher, this is so wonderful. This is so nice. So I'll be getting 72 girls? Yes. A house of gold? Yes. A house with God always? Yes. And he said, Takbir. And I said, Arabu Akbar. Then I asked him a question. Why are you not interested in these things? You wanted me to go, but you're not interested.
Okay.
Hey, he looked at me again. What did you say?
So why are you it's like someone,
are you not interested in
someone is teaching you to go to fish, but he doesn't go to fish.
He doesn't want even that fish. Okay. Why utaki kwa nini? Why are you sending me to go?
Okay.
Why do you want me to have this good life? You don't want to have you'll be left here hustling. And it was like created a lot of enmity.
Okay.
Then that is when the disagreement started. So again, I started digging out to understand what is Abuja Declaration. Abuja Declaration was to make sure Africa becomes a Muslim state, and they have managed Nigeria. Their priority project was Kenya and Nigeria, and they knew if they capture Kenya, they capture Nigeria, Africa has been taken over. No, Kenya is the pillar, Nigeria is also the pillar. So once you get the 2 pillars under your cover, you are done.
So Nigeria, they are Muslims.
Yeah, Nigeria is now almost 100% a Muslim state. They are almost going Sharia law. There are parts of Nigeria that's Sharia law. You live like a Muslim with Sharia law. But there is this threat. This is why I wanted to say. This thing that they discussed, it is not a threat, because it is what they said, let's do it. It is an agenda. You are allowed to have your own agenda. And they had it agenda, and they made a declaration. One thing they did, they said that we are going to increase the population of our people. If now you are a Muslim, you are allowed, you are supported to have 5 women, 5 wives, 4 and above. You can be able to have 4 and above. Then this one, you must give birth to 10, 13, 14 children, each wife.
Okay.
And you are supported, that Muslim Brotherhood will support you. Do you understand? So in Nigeria, you find Muslim Brotherhood is supporting. If you give birth to 30 children, 40 children, you are supported. That is one, increasing the population. And also they had plan B, another plan moving, economical empowerment. Now they have struggled so many times. They have struggled in many countries. They have attained positions of being given citizenship in America, in UK, in wherever. And you know, when you give birth in America, you are given child care. So you have 10 wives, and each wife has, let's say, 8 children. That is 10 wives. That's 8 children. Now get 2,000. For each child each month, $2,000 for each month. These are 8 times 2,000. That's what, $160,000. Now that money, they will take like 60,000 leave it there, they will send 100,000 to so that money will be used to bring up infrastructure, to create businesses. That is, you can see, you get into major towns, you'll find, you go to Dar es Salaam, you go to Nigeria, Lagos, Abuja, all over Kenya, you go to where? To Douala in Cameroon, you go to Zambia, you go to South Africa. They are all over doing huge businesses. They have managed to have these halal things and this shall dab something, the one that you used to send money. Yeah, so they are controlling. If you want to bring your goods from UK, the ones who are controlling that. You go to Nigeria, you go to China, they're the one controlling. It is a brotherhood. They have a system that they reason together. They plan together. Now, once they took over, their plan in the Abuja was to take over the economical ground. Once you've captured the economy, go for power. You get that? First is to raise the population, then come to the what? To the economical power. Don't rush. They were told in Nigeria, everywhere, they were, don't rush, go small, go small, go as part of the arrangement. And that is what they did. Now, if all these countries, they are going for power, Samia Suluhu Hassan, you see, everywhere, go in this country, it's Muslim. It was an agenda. I love that agenda myself, because you can't stop if you don't have the brain to plan. You can't stop that who is planning. You can't stop them, because it is spiritual. They have seen, they plan, they have worked. They have a leadership that is organizing, a leadership that is planning. They have a way to raise finances. They have a way to increase their population. They have a way to defend themselves. They have a way of coming together with that brotherhood. So if you are not coming together with the others, then you are a stupid person. Yeah. And this is something I want to tell you. I'm telling so many people that in most of these countries that they have decided to take, they will take if you are not very careful. They will disorganize. Look at Ethiopia. What is happening in Ethiopia? Instability, total instability. Go to Eritrea. Total instability. Everywhere, total instability. Because they have, it is an agenda, a programmed agenda, and they have trained their people. Their people have been taken to Europe for more training, for more understanding. IT, they are in IT, they are in business, they are importation, they are transportation, they are all over. Look at all the petrol stations. They are owned by them. It is a plan, a strategic plan. I love their plan. I love what? Their plan. Their plan. A strategic plan. Okay. Yet, we Christian, we are still crying, Almighty God, who is God? We receive, we ask God, do it, help us. Help. God will never help a fool. Sit down. No, that will not help you. Now look, listen here, a strategic plan, the same plan they planned. They sat down and they made sure they will increase their population while decrease the population of others. All our young girls and boys right now, in many countries, many Christian people, many Christian families, and that is where Christian places, you will find their children are either gays or are lesbians, or are drug addicts, or are alcoholic. That is what is thriving. Go to Central Kenya. That is what is thriving. Go to Kisumu ya Wadala. Go to Mombasa. Mombasa alone. Mtwapa. Kilifi. Drugs. Our young boys, Luos and the Luyas and everything, who are Muslim, who are supposed to be Christian. You know the good thing with this Muslim, what they do, they have madrasa. They train their children from the day you are born. You are taught to understand the word, to understand the Quran. But ours, we are busy fighting others. We are busy doing nonsense here. You hate your brother. Is your brother that now I call you Aluo. Have you ever thought of you now Aluo, me am Kikuyu? We are having fun. We are liming together. Ifike wakati ya election, unaluka pandile ya baba na mimi naluka pandile ya Kenyatta. Tunaanza kurushiana mawe. And wewe ni mtoto wa university, mimi ni mtu ya university. Nimesoma. Alafu sasa tukifanya deals, tukifanya hivi, tunafanya what you are doing now. We are together, we are Kenyan. But when it comes to the election, you are Luo. That is being stupid. That is the foundation that the Christian failed to lay. to be able to secure, because Christian, we don't have a plan. We don't have a strategic way. We don't have a strategic future. That is why those people, they have altars that they have raised. When they went to Abuja, they raised an altar. When they come to Kenya, they raise an altar. When they go to Uganda, they raise an altar. When they go to Tanzania, all over, they do an altar that is from the mosque. And that's why they wanted me to build a mosque every 5 kilometers. Every 5 kilometers in central Kenya. Because they want to raise as many as possible altars. And when I was not saved. I was Mungiki then. So I will do it easily because the money was coming. But because God loves me, and I told you, before you were born, God knew you and sanctified you, set you apart. That is why God will not allow me to get into such kind. I was taken to Libya. A plane was chartered for me to Libya. With some other colleagues, we went to Libya. And $500 million was raised. Unfortunately or fortunately, Yahweh, they killed him before we took the money.
So, the year which he died?
That year he died. That is the year we had gone to Libya. I'll bring you photos when I was in Libya. Photos, nice.
What?
In a private jet. So these are brothers Muslims, they can go to any length to make sure the agenda of Muhammad is fulfilled. They can do anything. They are not shy of giving money. They are not shy. They support the work of their God. They support it fully, without fear, without intimidation, without being told do this. They build a mosque. You see, a mosque is never built by a congregation of the church of the church.
Muslims.
No, the Muslims. No, one person. Their children are the ones now flying. They are going out. Their children, the ones who are now enjoying the economy of this country. Their children, the ones who are controlling everything. You see, they're driving nice cars. Yet you are a Christian going heaven. Acha nikunywe kachai.
Wow.